There is a 20-minute window after every single game that most parents get completely wrong. It's not the warm-up, it's not the training session, it's not even the game itself. It is the car ride home. And what happens in that car, in those 20-25 minutes, is either building your child's long-term confidence and love for the game, or is quietly, slowly destroying it. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what to say, what not to say, and why the car ride home might be the single most important coaching moment you will ever have as a soccer parent. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Valentino Di Lorenzo and I work with competitive youth soccer players at Di Lorenzo Soccer Mindset, MLS Next level athletes, academy players, and their parents. We already transformed over 500 players. And one of the most powerful shifts we ever make is not in training. It is in what happens after training, after games, in those in-between moments that most people underestimate completely. The car ride home is one of those moments. And once you understand what is happening in your child's brain during that drive, you will never have the same conversation again. After a game, win or lose, good performance or bad, your child's brain is in an extremely sensitive state. The nervous system coming down from competition, the amygdala is still processing emotions, and the brain is doing something very specific in the background. It is consolidating the experience, good or bad, deciding what it means. So number one, I tried, I grew, this is what competing feels like. Category number two, I failed, I disappointed, I'm not good enough, this is what games feel like. Which category is your child experiencing after every game? And in almost every case, that first conversation is with you in the car. So the question is not, did your child play well today? The question is, after that game, what does your child now believe about themselves? Because that belief is being formed right now in real time based on this conversation. Here are three most common car ride mistakes I see and what they actually do to your child's brain. Mistake number one, the instant performance review. Just like you're a commentator of a soccer game. You have not even left the parking lot and it starts, that first touch needs to be better. I know you could have scored that goal. Why you keep passing the ball backward? You had so many chances and did nothing to take them. I hear parents saying, I am just being honest. He needs to know the truth. Here's the truth about the truth. The brain cannot receive feedback when it is emotionally activated. The part of the brain responsible for learning, the prefrontal cortex, is partially offline after competition. That's why what they say, let them cool down. The emotional brain is running the show. So when you deliver analysis in this state, you're not coaching. You are creating an emotional association between games and criticism, between competing and being evaluated. And over time, your child starts to dread the car ride home more and more than they dread the game itself. Mistake two, the comparison. Did you see how little Johnny was playing today? Did you see how Marcus played today? This is the level you should be at. The kid from the other team, he was half your size and twice your speed. What is going on? Comparison is one of the most destructive things you can introduce into a young athlete's mind. When your child starts comparing themselves to others, they stop measuring their growth against themselves, they measure it against everybody else. They stop asking, am I better than I was last week? And they start asking, am I better than him? Am I better than her? And that is the race they will always feel like they're losing, because they're always gonna be somebody better, faster, stronger, someone more skilled, someone further along. Comparison kills intrinsic motivation. And intrinsic motivation is the only motivation that survives long term. The number three, one of the popular mistakes, is the silent judgment. This one is the most subtle and the most underestimated. Sometimes parents say nothing, they are frustrated, they are disappointed, unsure what to say, so they go quiet. And parents think, at least I'm not saying anything harmful, anything bad. But the child is not experiencing silence as neutral. They are experiencing it as a verdict. The brain of a child, especially an adolescent, is wired to read social signals constantly. A parent's silence after a bad performance is not nothing. It is the loudest message in the car. They are disappointed, I failed, I'm not worth talking to right now. This is what the silence says to them, even when you mean absolutely nothing by it. Here's the rule we give every parent at Di Lorenzo Soccer Mindset. I want to write this down. No game analysis for 20 to 24 hours after a match. Zero, none. Not in the car, not at dinner, not at bedtime, not until 24 hours have passed. Why 24 hours? Because that is roughly how long it takes for the emotional brain to fully settle and the learning brain to come back online. After 24 hours, your child can actually process, feedback. Before that, they're just absorbing emotion. Now, I know what you're thinking. I cannot say nothing for 24 hours. What am I supposed to talk about? You can talk about anything: dinner, school, a funny thing that happened, anything at all. What you're not doing is evaluating the game. And if your child brings it up, great. Let them lead, ask questions, do not volunteer analysis. And for the car ride itself, here's your one job. Ask one question, one only. What did you do after mistakes today? That's it. Not did you play well or what went wrong? What did you think you need to work on? This question does something extraordinary. It shifts the entire focus from outcome to process, from performance to character, from what happened to how you responded. And it sends a message more powerful than any praise you could give. It says, I don't care if you made mistakes. I care how you respond to those mistakes. Over time, that message rewires how your child sees competition. They stop trying to avoid mistakes. They start to learn how to respond to those mistakes. And that is the foundation of every elite mental performance we have ever seen. Then listen. Do not coach. Do not correct. Do not follow up with 3 more questions. Ask one, listen, and if they say nothing, say this. That is okay. I loved watching you compete today, and mean it. The car ride home is not lost time. It is 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, maybe 5 minutes. No phone, no distraction, just you and them in an open road. You have an opportunity in those 5, 10, 20, 30 minutes, an hour to either add pressure to their game or to remove it. To either make them dread performing in front of you or feel completely safe doing it. Choose safety, choose curiosity, choose one question, and watch what happens to their game over the next month. I've seen a lot of players that are getting stopped not by the coaches, not by their teammate, but by their own parents. So be careful what you say, what you ask right after the games. If you like this type of video, please like and subscribe. And if you want your child to learn how to become more confident, take more risks, become the leader in their team, we have already transformed 550 players already. Click the link here in the description to book a call with us. I'll see you in the next video.